Banks it up and in.
This is a tough basketball game. Brown with a strong move to the back, his 10th point. Or check that, his 9th point.
And they've recaptured the lead at 4 points. So Daemen briefly held that lead. Skolin, they've done a great job on Skolin. They're putting Marsh on Skolin now. Marsh fought through the pick. Now they switch. Here's Lewis. Lewis threw it away. Bad pass. Good effort by Lewis. And now a good effort by Robinson to come up with the ball. 10-footer, strong, no good. Tipped up, no good. Bliss, tipped up again, no good. Grabbed by the Daemen player and a foul.
Edie, really good work inside. He's not tall at all, but he gets up into the air real well. They want to pull Ron Robinson out of the ball game, I'm sure. He's taken a couple of tough shots in the last minute or two. And I think we're going to see him sit down.
Good job by the Daemen Warriors on the boards, like volleyball. They had a lot of offensive rebounds and tips. So 13:01 to go in the game. 65-61 count. And line right goes 21, Jeff Edie. Edie sights it and shoots it, and he's got it. (65-62). Edie in the game now. Has tallied his 5th point of the contest. Number 21, a 6-foot senior. Try and make it a 2-point game. High arcing shot is good. Look at some of the spectators enjoying the action. And the cheerleaders for the Daemen Warriors have donned the Santa Claus caps for Christmas. I don't know if we saw them at halftime at all. 2-point contest, anybody's game. 12:40 to go, regulation. Nice drive to the hoop. Left it short, Alvarez. Rebound to the Warriors, Lewis. And Jamie Seitz will walk it up court. It's Seitz and Edie in the backcourt with Lewis, Bliss, and Skolin on the front line for the Daemen Warriors. Bliss will not shoot from there. To Skolin. Missed the layup. Tipped up by Lewis. No. Lewis a rebound and stripped away from Lewis by Brown. Here comes Brown running with Marsh. Good pass into Marsh, and Marsh is fouled. Harris fed him beautifully. And it's Rick Marsh at the free throw line. No, it's James Davis, excuse me. James Davis. And not Marsh will be shooting.
They want to bring in Alexander DeWara. Or Daemen bring out Mike Bliss. Bliss working real hard, just things not falling his way in this particular ball game. Davis going to the line, first chance for free throws for him in this ball game. He hasn't played at all in the first half. His first action here.
Davis line left, missed it. So Davis will have an opportunity to dent the scoreboard on the second shot. Big shot here for the Warriors. Missed it. Rebound off of Skolin, and Davis hit it last. Warriors ball. Thrown away. Another turnover. Good pass by Harris again. Layup Brown. Brown thought he might have gotten fouled.
Boy, up tempo, nothing but up tempo here.
Here's Lewis. He's not the ball handler they want handling the ball. He almost lost it. Almost threw it away. Skolin for 3. Yes!
Wow.
Well, Lewis almost lost it a couple of times, Frank, and he got it to Skolin.
18 points now for Dave Skolin, his 4th three-pointer of this ball game.
Knocked out of bounds by Lewis. It will belong to St. Thomas Aquinas.
Daemen playing very tough here in the second half. Hitting some critical shots to stay close. Boy, St. Thomas Aquinas would just love to run away with this one.
We're at a 1-point differential in the game, 67-66. St. Thomas Aquinas, 11 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Brown, Harris, Alvarez on the left. Harris swings to Corey Brown, man for man by Daemen, and a foul on 34, Alexander DeWara. DeWara seems to be involved in the weirdest type of plays here in this game. Every time he's on the court, something happens.
Look at the replay of this one here, as we'll see number 34 get involved in some pushing. There he goes down, and the official called a foul on him as he bumped there from behind with Kurt Clark.
Ball stays to St. Thomas Aquinas.
Noir picked up his first personal foul there. Nice gymnasium here at Daemen College.
Inside, almost a 5-second count. And Harris tracks down the loose ball. 11-12 remaining in the contest. 67-66. Good drive, and Brown again penetrates and makes the layup. Corey Brown is just killing him, Frank, on his penetration moves, and it's now 69-66, add 2 for St. Thomas.
And Brown with 4 second-half field goals here has picked up 18 total points now in the ball game. Look at that play.
Boy, loose ball came right to Lewis. These are not designed plays by the Daemen offense. Working out well.
29 now in the game for Lewis.
Inside shot missed by Harris. Rebound Clark. He tried to jam it in. Or a terrible pass stolen by Corey Brown. Brown on the penetration again, and this time he loses it. Stolen, and Alvarez tie it up, and the possession arrow belongs to whom? To the Warriors of Daemen. They'll be gunning for the lead with 10 minutes and 26 seconds remaining.
A little delay here as we get a substitute in the contest. Checking into the ball game, Frank Giddens back in. Playing with 4 personal fouls. Giddens is his starter. And Bliss also back in for Daemen.
69-68 game. The Warriors shooting for the lead. Stolen, lost it, and then got fouled. He regained the ball. Well, they're really catching a lot of breaks. At least it appears to me that they are, Frank. Daemen, the way the ball has been handled and the ball being knocked away by them. And
Technical foul at number 32, red.
Technical foul. 32 in the red. Sam Harris is the official in Orlando.
Sam Harris with the foul. And now a discussion down in front of us there.
The last couple of trips down the court when Lewis got the bucket and then Skolin got the three-pointer.
Wait a minute.
There's some controversy on the bench. That was the 6th foul. Don Silveri trying to get the number 7 for the one-on-one situation. But it just seems like the ball is taking good bounces at this point in the game for Daemen.
Shooting for the tie, and he'll get it. He has 19 points in the contest now. He had 13 in the first half, hit a 3-pointer in this second half, and boy, he's magic at the line there. 20 points in the ball game.
He's got the lead at 70-69. About 10:13 time remaining in this game. And everybody anxiously awaiting the Buffalo Bills game, their big game against San Francisco. Of course, we're taping this game. It's a 2 o'clock start at Daemen. And a foul, and this will be the 1-and-1. So for the first time in the game, Brown fouls Lewis. And for the first time in the game, Frank, it's St. Thomas Aquinas coming unglued a little bit.
Well, Corey Brown with the foul call that time, he jumped out as they often do. Teammates helping teammates out there, and that's his first personal foul for Corey Brown, but they really are all over the ball, and that time he got caught for a block.
Hey, Mike.
Lewis' shot is good.
Needed to hit that one. As we said, he was 4 for 13. Or pardon me, 9 for 13.
That's a 2-point lead now. And he missed the second one. 71-69 with 10 minutes remaining. The Daemen Warriors have grabbed the lead again. They've had it a couple of times in the game. They've never had a big lead, but they got to be happy just to have a lead at all in this game. They were down by as many as 11 points in that first half.
They got Chris Lewis with 32 points in this ball game. Look at this move.
And again, the guy that's been killing him this time, he misses. Brown. An offensive rebound for Harris. Harris in a lot of trouble. Offensive foul on Harris. He was pushing and shoving and moved that head and shoulders in there through the foul.
A little extra bump on the play that time hurt Sam Harris. Did a good job underneath, avoiding the contact and dribbling out of trouble. But then he lost his dribble, picked it up, and he tried to throw the ball deep. And in doing so, to see a man, he had to put the shoulder into the defender to clear him out of the sight of vision, or the line of vision that time, and allow the pass to be made. Well, he got caught for it. Daemen shooting to extend here.
And here's Robinson, stripped away from Robinson, went off of his head. That's the ultimate humiliation there. And then a bad pass thrown behind the St. Thomas Aquinas player in a turnover.
Now they're going to sit Ron Robinson down again. He's not happy.
You talk about anybody's game. Definitely anybody's game right here with 9 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the game, 71-69.
Chris Thomas checking the defensive set that time, just turned around and the ball was in his hands.
Don Silveri wants a timeout. It looked really quick at this type of competition. You know, it looked pretty bad there for Daemen in the first half when they were down by 11 points and not playing that well. But Lewis and Skolin kept him in the game. Lewis, he's been quiet. Maybe that's one of the reasons why. That's not really a good shot for him.
No, not at all. He was off balance when he took it. Trying to force something there, saw an opportunity. He has 32 points in the contest. You want to go to him at some point in the game, but you want to run some clock when you got the lead too.
Seitz and Edie at the guards. Bliss, Skolin, and Lewis, the 5 players on the court for the Daemen Warriors. Byers, along with Brown at the guards for the visitors. Alvarez, they're running 3 guards now. Harris, one of the big men in there, along with Curtis Middleton. Daemen pretty much has gone with 7 players. The visitors have gone up to 9, 10 different players.
5 seconds.
They're running a lot of time off the clock. He gets it away with 2 seconds and missed the shot. Tipped around, no good. Batted around, grabbed by Alvarez, strong to the basket. Jump shot is good.
Smooth, sweet player. 14 points for Keith Alvarez. He has not taken a lot of shots, but he's been very good on most of them.
Lewis was not looking for the ball. And again, a good bounce for the Warriors. It must be Christmas time. Jamie Seitz. Seitz has not taken hardly... I don't remember Seitz taking a shot in this game in his limited playing time. Out to Jamie Seitz. Seitz was a big scorer in high school at North. Great play, and Bliss finishes the play.
It worked to perfection, and they did kill some clock. They ran good offense that time. Skolin was looking to get an outside shot. They saw Skolin was being covered well away from the basket. That opened an inside lane, and Mike Bliss with 4.
Playing much better in the second half. Bliss, good defense by Lewis. Slapped the ball off the legs of number 32 Harris for the turnover.
18 turnovers for St. Thomas Aquinas.
7 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the game, and Jamie Seitz walks it over midcourt. Jamie has not scored, and I don't recall him taking a shot yet in this game. Skolin, no, tough shot that time. Lewis kept it alive. Came to the guard, Byers. Byers drops it.
Oh boy, he got away with that one.
Shot missed, and the guard Brown missed again. And the rebound to Brown again. The guard, he lays it up and in. How is Brown getting inside for those rebounds?
Intentional foul right here.
An intentional foul on number 43, Curtis Middleton. This will be a one-on-one. And then the ball back to the Daemen Warriors.
Frank Giddens has just fouled out.
Boy, that's not the way you want to foul out of a game, on an intentional foul. And Giddens, one of their key players. Giddens now done for the game.
Finishes with 10. He had 4 field goals and 2 for 3 from the free throw line. And they're going to have Bliss shoot it. He was the person that was involved in the push.
Bliss hits the first shot, so he'll get the second one. Bliss playing much better in the second half now with 5 points. 1 point lead for Daemen, and Bliss got them both. 75-73. Huge crowd on hand. Daemen.
It is a nice crowd on hand, isn't it?
Hey, Frank, how is Corey Brown getting all these rebounds? He averages 19 points a game, but I would have to say he's the leading rebounder in this game.
They list him at 5'11". According to their chart, Corey Brown, the information we have, 5'11 junior, 195-pounder out of the Bronx. And Corey just has a nose for the basketball. You know, everywhere he goes, the ball seems to follow. Almost a push there again.
Lewis! That's an NBA move, or an ABA move.
34 big ones in this game for Chris Lewis.
You know, and Corey Brown does not score a lot from the outside. Wide open shot, Harris short, might have been tipped. Man ahead of the pack is Lewis. Oh, too fancy. Good effort by Lewis. Belongs to St. Thomas Aquinas.
Chris Lewis with a player on his back there, Jeff Eady.
Well, you hear Coach Don Silveri.
It looked good, didn't it? But it just didn't work out.
Well, Coach Don Silveri has the Daemen Warriors playing some excellent basketball. No doubt about it. This is a good St. Thomas Aquinas team, a team that is 9-3 and gave Gannon a fight yesterday before losing 84-67. Gannon, a powerhouse team. 5:55 to go in the game. Daemen by 4. The guard Brown has it blocked. Now that's
Bliss.
more like it.
Bliss with the block, and we got a technical foul call.
Technical foul on Corey Brown. It's about time that the Warriors stop Brown from penetrating in there. A guard can only go in so many times, and you got a player like Bliss in there, you got to reject him. Technical foul, and Skolin will be shooting the free throws. And we've got a timeout on the court.
Let's go through some of the individual scoring here as Daemen builds their biggest lead of the ball game, 77-73. Well, for St. Thomas Aquinas, Keith Alvarez has 14 points. Corey Brown has 15, and he was a player that just had the technical called against him. Darrell Fuller played a little bit in that first half, has not scored. He's a 7-footer. You see him in the background there. Big fella, number 44. Frank Giddens has fouled out of this ball game. He finishes with 10 points. Kurt Clark has 15 points in the game. Curtis Middleton with 11. James Davis has not scored. He was 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Roosevelt Byers is one of the starters and playing with 4 personal fouls. He has not scored in this game. Richard Marsh played a little bit, did not score. And Sam Harris has 8 points on 4 field goals. For Daemen, Robert Robinson, excuse me, the 5'10 sophomore, has 11 points. Jeff Eady with 6. Mike Bliss with 6 points, all in the second half. Some good work by Mike. Dave Skolin with 20 points, pretty steady. Chris Lewis, the all-star of this ball game, 34 big points. Alexander Nawara has not played that much, missed a free throw attempt early, and Jamie Seitz also not seeing a lot of action, but getting in there a little bit. And he has not scored either.
Well, I'll tell you what, we have a low-scoring second half as opposed to that first half.
50-47 was the halftime score, so Daemen has picked up 30 points here in the second half, and just 23 for St. Thomas Aquinas.
Skolin, 2 shots. First shot is perfect. It's just about automatic at that free throw line.
5 for 5. And
watch
21
this,
total.
perfect form.
Now, you know, you and I play periodically recreation ball. Why can't we have a touch like that? Perfect rotation on the ball, all net on every shot.
Well, when you play every day, you're always a better shooter, but he is just a pure shooter. Almost stolen. It is stolen. Again, the turnover bugaboo hurts the Warriors. Here goes Brown to the basket. Bliss standing in his way, and again they deny Brown. That's not going to work too much more, I don't think. He did it so many times that they're going to just lay back now, the big men. Lewis to Eady.
Want to use some clock here. Be smart out there.
Now, a 6-point lead is not a lot at this level. The way these kids can fire up. Bad pass. Skolin let it go. Robinson was right there. Again, Daemen with the fortunate bounce. That's about 6 times in this half. They've actually thrown the ball away, and they got it back. Again, the ball ends up in Bliss's hands, and he scores. Unbelievable.
Took him a while to get him the ball, but Mike wanted to shoot all along there. No hesitation on that shot. Oh, almost a trip there.
It was not an intended pass, however, to Bliss. The ball was knocked away from behind, and it just ended up in his hands. Corey Brown wants a substitution. He's physically beat out there. Almost stolen away by Daemen. It is. And here comes Lewis. And it's showtime.
This one. I think the roof is shaking up there.
Well, even Coach Silveri wanted that one to go down hard.
Corey Brown wanted the timeout. They're down by 10. They need a timeout or something.
It's stolen away by the Warriors. Robinson. And he's got Eady on the wing, and Robinson takes it in. Yes! And he's fouled. And the home team looks like they're going to win this one with 4:24 to go, and they've stretched it to their biggest lead, 12 points.
Corey Brown should get out of the ball game, number 33. Wanted a timeout the last trip up, went to the floor real hard. Foul call against number 12, Roosevelt Byers, so he's out of the ball game now. That's his 5th. But Corey Brown brought the ball up. You saw him try and make a move. He was a little bit tired, couldn't get the quick step. Robinson stripped him, and Robinson took it up court and was looking for a 3-point play here. He has 13 now in the contest, 3 of 4 at the line.
Well, the Warriors saving it for the last couple of minutes to really put it all together. 4:24 to go. It's taken a long time for the substitution. And it's going to be number 4, James Davis. And you hate to see a game like this develop when a team has played so hard. But it looks like lights out time for St. Thomas Aquinas.
You never know. They've got a lot of offense in them.
Shot is good. And then the bad thing about it is you've got a couple of good free throw shooters in Lewis and Skolin and Robinson. If you try and get back in the contest and foul Skolin, it's like giving up 2 points. Yeah, the Warriors really played good defense this second half.
Skolin's doing a nice job on Alvarez. No
Robinson
contact.
tried to go behind the back. He's hurt. Got up slow. Davis is open. Blocked. Rebound, no good. Taken by 80 to Bliss. And here comes Lewis, and Lewis will hold it.
Veteran player, they need him to waste some time now. Waste some time. Kill the clock. You got a 13-point lead.
Remember, we had Daemen last year, and they lost a tough game on cable television. This year, a game, and last year they had a 10-point lead and then blew that game. This year, a game when they were down by 11. Looks like they were going to get blown out of their home gym. They've come back, and it looks like a big win.
It's been a long time since St. Thomas Aquinas has scored points. At 10-13, the score was, what, 71-69? Daemen had finally taken the lead. At the 10-13 mark, we marked it down.
A low water mark, too. 23 points and a half so far for this team.
They just not hit.
Shot is good by Robinson. I think you have to credit that, though, to the Daemen Warriors defense. Yeah, a little bit of the luck of the Irish here in the second half. The way that bouncing ball has always ended up in the Warriors' hands.
Yes, indeed. Well, 16 points now for Robbie Robinson. Good-looking player.
How critical was that technical by Giddens? Took him out of the game.
Took him out of it.
Gave Daemen a 4-point play. Shot missed inside. Daemen has been beat up on the boards in this game. Here's the break to Robinson.
Well, they were in the first half. In the second half here, a lot different situation. What a great strip by Brown.
Corey Brown made the steal, took it away, and here comes Harris. And he's fouled as he went in for the dunk.
Chris Lewis with his second personal foul. 3:16 to go in this contest.
And look at the scoreboard, Frank. That lead is up to 15 points.
It was very close for the first part of the second half. Teams trading baskets back and forth. St. Thomas Aquinas staying right with them. But then the last 4 minutes or 5 minutes of this ball game, after the technical foul call on Giddens and then one on Corey Brown, the game's gotten away from him.
Shot airborne is good for 32 Harris.
He has 9 points now in the game.
36 points by Lewis has led the Daemen Warriors. Skolin now with 22. And they wave off the second shot, a violation on the shooter, Harris, so he lost the point. We did tell our viewers that they're from New York City, St. Thomas Aquinas. They play out of the NAIA District 21. Almost stole it. Boy, action fast and furious right in front of us. Daemen is in NAIA District 18 and a foul inside.
Well, Robinson, I'm not sure why he wants to shoot that. Went inside, got the foul call to benefit his team, but really, it might have been just as well going in there with the big man on him.
This
Kurt
Frank,
Clark with the foul to dribble that ball out and start over.
This is a tremendous turnaround for the Daemen team under Don Silveri. He got the job so late. Shot is good. Of course, Don was a very, very successful coach at Erie Community College. And then coached, I believe he was coaching
Alvarez.
Shot good. Alvarez, 3-point shot.
Get him the ball.
And a timeout call by St. Thomas Aquinas, 90-77. Alvarez tough on that shot. I believe Don was coaching out of the country professionally. And now he's back in this area, getting an opportunity with the Daemen Warriors. And there's Coach Don Silveri. You know, when you take over a club so late, as he did, your players are already intact. He's really got them playing good basketball.
Yes, he has. He's done a nice job.
In other words, you can't, when you take over a program late, you can't bring in the kind of players that you want to bring in. You're stuck with what is already there.
And that can be always a difficult, trying situation.
Now let's take a look at some of the scoring in this game. This will be our last broadcast until the New Year's for college basketball. I believe we've got Detroit and Canisius coming up on January 30th. And our crew will take a well-deserved break from sports next week for the Christmas holidays and the cable Christmas
They're going to clean up all the equipment apparently over the holidays, get us geared up for our 1990 opener, whatever it may be. Sports coverage on Adelphia Cable. Good steal.
And here's the break the other way. The numbers are in favor of the visitors. Alvarez for 3. Good again.
Oh.
And another timeout. 6 points in the space of about 10 seconds and 2 timeouts. We've got a 10-point game.
No timeout.
Well, they called a timeout. Yes, they called a timeout, and they wanted to stop them from inbounding the ball so they'd have a better chance to steal. And they stopped the clock. Inbound. Lewis. Maybe I was a little premature in giving Daemen the victory already. They took 6 points off that lead in a matter of seconds. Robinson, they're not going to shoot it until they have to.
Don't want to foul Skolin either.
Robinson is fouled. Robinson did a little dipsy-do like Lenny Wilkins used to do.
Robinson, he's in there trying to get shots off like he's 6'7", and forgetting he's 5'10".
And there's Coach Don Silveri with his assistant, Tim Everly, and Don talking to his coach on the court would be Dave Skolin.
Robinson has hit his last 6 straight free throws. He's only missed in 1 time in 9 attempts.
Shot is airborne and good for Robinson. You must admit, Frank, you've done Bonaventure twice this year, St. Bonaventure,
yes.
and I've done Canisius. This is some pretty good basketball here.
There's good shooters, no doubt about it.
Shot airborne, no good.
Nice save. What a play.
It might be a tad wilder than Division I ball, but some great players. More exciting.
Well, it is exciting.
And a lot of three-point shots. Robinson, get that left arm out. No call.
Got to check the clocks.
2 minutes to go.
They don't want to take a shot until it's under 10 seconds.
No, they're at 25 seconds on the clock. This shot you have to take. Bliss makes
That's
it.
the baby. 10 points for Bliss.
Nice turnaround game for Bliss in the second half. He's been a force. Layup missed. Rebound Lewis.
Oh, look at this.
Coach on the floor. Brown. Technical foul on Coach. Rob Holford Jr., he was just saying, as he said to the referee, John Narada, but he was screaming in Narada's face. So.
Well, what he did, his major mistake is Narada was running back to get in position. Rob Holford Jr. was on the court, and he put an arm out to get a hold of John Narada to get his attention. Well, you can't grab him, and you can't be on the court, not during play.
Skolin missed the shot, and he splits the pair. Yeah, you run out at the official over that line, you'll get a technical almost every time.
This game is just about over.
Frustrating game for Coach Bobby Holford Jr. Here goes Brown to the hole. Watch this move. Draws the foul, makes the shot. He is amazing.
Stops the clock. Nice effort that time. 17 points for Corey Brown.
There's Holford working very hard there. Did we give his assistants there, Frank? We had him.
Yes, we did.
On the top. Okay.
Vic Lorenzo, James Davis, and Frank Martin are his assistant coaches.
Of course, at the NAIA level, you don't get as much press, and the rosters aren't there as you have at the major colleges like Canisius and Bonnie. Shot is missed for the three-point attempt. How many has Brown scored in this game? It belongs to
Corey
Daemen.
Brown has 17 points.
17 points, and how many do you think have come on shots inside of 4 feet?
Incredible.
Numbers there. Lewis.
Thunder dunk.
He's going to make the highlight film. Brown for 3, no. Alvarez going to run it out to the three-point land. Inside, Clark lays it in, and a timeout called. Coach Holford screaming for that timeout.
He is into this big time.
96-84, Daemen would like to hit 100.
We got 2 timeouts left. I'll take one right now. They got timeout. Timeout.
The Warriors call a timeout.
35 goals.
96-84 with a minute and...
Looking to take their 8th win of the season and drop St. Thomas Aquinas to 9-4. Rob Holford.
You can hear the coach there. He is extremely into it, as you said, Frank, and there's a foul called.
Unfortunately, they put Skolin on the line, and Skolin has been very good there. 7 of 8 from the free throw line in this ball game. Skolin total and the contest with 23. A lot of points scored in this type of play.
A minute and 10 to go. This one just about salted away. Skolin's shot is good. Dave has missed one so far. One
Excellent free throw.